Hey you guys, I was talking to Danny today and we were covering a few different topics of desire, ambition, success. What does that look like for different people in different areas of their lives and things like that. And started talking about kind of a lot of what it means to me and her, I know, is like defining success. A lot of it has to do with freedom, like having the freedom to do the things in life that we want to do. Now, there is some definitions of success that might be more tangible things, like maybe buying things like cars, houses, things like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has a different definition of success. I think for the most part, though, most people want to feel free, because if you had the nice houses and nice cars, but you were stuck, let's say, working in an office all day or something like that, you wouldn't have that freedom, right? So we were talking about that. And then we were talking about our industry and the different levels of success that people experience and what actually creates the difference or determines the difference. And though there's a lot of things, I like to keep things simple. That's the way that I can understand things. And if I can understand it, then I can share it. So for us, for example, like my thoughts were around this is that there are tools and resources to teach us what we need to do to build our business. And that could be for lots of different companies within the network marketing industry, for example, or direct sales industry, or lots of different industries, right? So here's the resources and tools. And if you're building a sales team, this is where I think the separation really lies, right? You can build by addition, right? So that means that you are just doing everything yourself. Or you can build by multiplication, where you have actually a sales team or distributors or whatever you want to call said individual within your company that wants to build their own team as well, or wants to sell their product or service or whatever. They want to help people, hopefully, right? They want to add value. Hopefully, that's their goal, is to bring value to people's lives. And so what really makes the difference between someone who is seeing a high level of success, meaning that maybe they've created a big enough business that they don't have to go check into a job every day anymore, and so they have freedom to do what they want. I think that's huge for a lot of people. Now, I know some people will watch this video and go, oh no, I love my job, I never want to quit. And I get it, that's fine. You're not the majority. You're not the majority of people. I'm here in the mall right now in Las Vegas. And I can guarantee you, if you walk through a mall, I'm surprised, man, malls actually still exist. I'm in a really less crowded part of the mall right now because I wanted to try to find some quiet space. But I'm looking around at all the employees, all the vendors out here, that have these little booths in the middle and stuff like that. And the majority of them don't look happy. Like, they're not happy to be here. I mean, think about it. Like, I'm looking at this fragrance outlet over there, and the girl's behind the counter wearing a mask, so she's in fear. And she has to wear a suit, and she's probably not the owner, right? So she might have kids at home. I'm just playing out the scenario because it's true. I mean, a lot of people who work in all of these different stores all around have families at home. A lot of them have kids at home, or a spouse at home, or parents maybe they need to take care of at home, or something like that. However, the freedom isn't there to go do that. So within our industry, we can create that freedom, and that's one of the big pulls and draws, and I get it. So a lot of people will come in and be like, yes, sign me up. I want to do this, because maybe they found a product or a service that they really love and they can get behind it. They're like, yes, I can help a lot of people with this product. And so sign me up. What is the difference between that person that does that and does nothing, or doesn't create the freedom, and the person who creates the freedom, right? So I'm always asking myself that question. What is the determining factors? And I think a really simple way to look at this is that, like I said a few minutes ago, there are tools and resources, right? So we were shown, when we first found our product with our company, we so we were given resources on what the product is. Then we tried the product, loved it, found out that there was an opportunity to build a business within the company. Awesome. I need resources, right? Give me resources, give me tools to learn how to do it. So it's up to me, and I'm saying me, both Danny and I, up to us to go access those resources, look at and learn the tools, apply the tools to start building a business, right? Just like anything, right? If you want to build any kind of business, anyone who opened any one of these businesses here had to have some tools and resources to know how to do it. Now, with our industry, because there's typically no entry fee to come in, people treat it like that. They're like, oh, wait, I got to go learn for a couple hours? Like, oh. It's like these people here, when they invest, $100 or hundreds or tens of thousands of dollars to start a business, they're like, yeah, I'll go learn. I'll take a few hours every single day, and I'll dedicate 10, 12 hours a day to build my business. See, that's a huge determining factor on ambition, is how much skin do you have in the game, right? Maybe not ambition, maybe tenacity. The willingness, right? People put in a large amount of capital that they've saved up for, they're going to work their ass off. If you don't, you might not. So beyond that, we didn't put in capital to start this business, right? And now we bought our product and we bought some to share with other people, but that was not, and we didn't have to, we chose to. And still, that's a super, super small percentage of what we paid to start our own brick and mortar business. It's massive amounts of money, where you're just taking losses and you're fighting to create a profit. Whereas in the network marketing industry or in direct sales or anything similar to that, you can be profitable day one. So there's a huge draw. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to beat around the bush to get to this. I'm just trying to explain a lot of different things that I think people think about. So we were shown tools and resources. We accessed the tools and resources. We applied the tools and resources. And then guess what we did? We showed those same tools and resources, or newer versions of them as they update, to people who are interested in doing what we do. So it's just a cycle. So now those people, hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, have been directed to those tools and resources. Some of them applied it. Some of them didn't even look at it. Some of them did. Some applied, some didn't. There's a lot of people who have applied the tools, but not shown the tools and resources to anyone else. So they're not completing the cycle. The cycle that I'm talking about is the cycle that is going to equate to freedom. If you want the freedom in our industry, you have to close the loop or continue the loop. You have to. So someone showed you the tools and resources. You have to access those, learn those, apply those, and then show those tools to other people who are interested in doing what you do. If you keep doing that, you will eventually find people who will keep doing that, right? But it is up to everyone else. It's not up to us. It's not up to me. And that's something that I fight with. I was talking to Danny this morning. That's something that I'm challenged with in regards to wanting someone else's success more than they want it for themselves. Now, I'm not saying the people that I talk to and the people that I work with don't want success. They do. However, I might want it more because I maybe see more potential in them, or I believe in them more than they believe in themselves, right? So I hope that this helps. I hope that if you are in this industry, you understand that you have to complete that loop. You have to direct people to the tools and resources. It is up to them whether they're going to take action on it. And the ones that do take action on it, those are the ones that we want to do this with. Those are the ones that we want to get close with. If you're talking to a lot of people, you're not going to be able to be like this with everybody. You're just not. And let's say you're not talking to a lot of people. Let's say you're talking to one person a week or one person a month, showing them the tools and resources. And then we try to do this. If they don't take action, then there's a lot of this and there's no action, there's no business, right? So they could be taking our time that we don't have yet, right? We're trying to create more time freedom. However, if we are giving it to people who are not putting those tools and resources into place, then we are giving up more of our time to not build a business. So if this makes sense, comment down below, shoot me a DM, ask me any questions, and talk to you later.